Hello, bonjour. I've just been editing some of my videos. The other day I went to edit this particular video and it disappeared. I had no idea where it had gone, but Duncan is a little bit more knowledgeable about computers than I am, and he has found it, thankfully. And I'm really pleased because it's something I wanted to share with you. On the way back from Fougeres, we stopped at a little brocante that was on the main road. We'd been there years ago and thought it had closed, but it was obviously open on this particular day, so we decided to have a look. And now you'll see in this video just what a lovely little shop it is. It's a family run shop and had some really lovely little treasures. And also on the way back from there, as a little extra, you see that we actually stopped at Billy Petherick's a future project, as he keeps calling it, just to have a quick nosy, really, just to see a bit up close, as close as you can get, because at the moment he's obviously still not got the keys for there, and so it's not open anyway. Not that it would be to us on our own, but yeah, so with his permission, I did say, can I put it in my video just to show people that we're not far from them or it, and yeah, so it's just worth a little peek, really. And you're probably gonna, if you do follow the Pethericks, you'll see it come up quite a lot, and we're obviously following it closely as well. Duncan's going to be helping with the electrics, or doing the electrics as and when needed there as well. So hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe, and as always, comment. You know I love your comments, so share with your friends. And here we go. Here we are at the little brocante. I thought put that card on there in case anybody local wants to go and see. You'll see this is a very clean and organised little brocante. It's family run, and we had a quick chat with the owner, and she was lovely. She was more than happy for me to do this little film, so that was great. But you see, everything is so clean and organised, and like they take pride in what they've got there. Unfortunately, so many brocantes are more like little junkyards, and it's lovely to have a good rummage through them, but sometimes you can't see anything because it's just the stuff's piled too high. But this one is so different. There you've got some rosary beads. Something in French antique shops and brocantes, and you'll always see a lot of religious icons of some sort, or be religious pictures and figurines and things. There's always lots of them around. There's lots of these little glass cabinets around. There's a lot of glasses and glass bowls and lots of crockery. And also, as you see, there's lots of great pictures. I find a lot of those like school chairs for some reason around in France. So those little houses there, we ended up buying one of those for Sharon because she's got a little collection at home. Asterix figure there. So there's lots of sort of dolls and toys there, we noticed too. If you hear a little clicking in the background of this recording, it's because obviously I'm in my loft as I always am, and we've got a little thing that plugs in that keeps the mice at bay, and it makes a funny noise every now and then. So it's not me. It's like a little ticking noise. As usual, I'm seeing things in this film that I didn't actually properly notice when I was recording. It's always the way. That's the old bookends there. Grant's whiskey barrel. Religious pictures. In that box there was a glass. It looks like there's a couple of them around. Another one there. I think they're souvenirs from confirmation. You might want to pause occasionally if you want to look at something a little closer. These funny little ears. That white box there, seem to be a lot of them. I don't know if they're for resting your cutlery on or whether it's for chopsticks, but there seem to be a lot of them. Maybe some of you might know what they are. Or maybe they're something you put a place name in. Who knows? I'm curious. How do they find these little dolls? Cocktail shaker there. Baby guitar. So you see there's lots of champagne buckets, ice buckets. I wasn't quite sure what there's two like that sack with something in them. I think they've just been maybe a shop display. One of them says cacao on, which obviously suggests chocolates. Maybe they used to be in the window of a chocolate shop as a display. Aluminium pans. I'd imagine they're used for washing and things. A couple of bed frames there. See a chicory pot there. The French seem to like chicory. It's never something in the UK that we had, but they do seem to like it instead of coffee sometimes. Nice silver cutlery there. like those green pommery pots. I would put some translations on the screen, but there's too much to translate, to be perfectly honest. A few pipes. So lost a bit of the light this side now because we've got the windows in front of us rather than behind, so it did get a little bit dark. About now my phone was bleeping at me telling me the battery was getting low, so if you see me a little bit faster in places it's because I was trying to fit everything in before my battery died. There's some lovely brooches in that cabinet. More dolls. There's quite a few sort of mid-century pieces and sort of retro. The whisks there. It's Elvis in the building. You see I'm wearing a mask there because when we recorded this it was still obligatory to wear one, but by the time you see this that rule will have been dropped and we won't have to. I'm still unsure whether I'll go without a mask or not. If I've been having to wear one for so long, as much as I hate it, it's going to be suddenly feel exposed, aren't we? Nice glass lamp stands there, very lovely. I think there was another one in the cabinet somewhere. There it is. Really like those. I wonder if that's called milk, that white bit of glass there, but that's actually what they call milk glass. So I'm no antique expert or anything, so some of you probably would be able to tell me a thing or two about this. That was an unusual mirror, both like that. Duncan ended up buying that coffee pot because it's very unusual with that detail on the handle. So that's going in the gîte. Lots of bed linen. You'll find lots of linen, whether it be tablecloths or bed linen, in any brocante and antique place because it's quite sought after and can be quite expensive, but it's lovely. Very starchy, of course. There you go. You can see she wraps up for gifts if you're buying something as a gift. Okay, that's the end of that bit. So now we're on to the future project. This is obviously just showing you, and some of you have probably seen this a few times now if you follow the Pethericks or doing it ourselves. And you can see what this is, the project is taken on, which to most would be very overwhelming, but Billy's always up for the challenge. You can see the courtyard needs a lot of work. Most of the windows, or I think all the windows, have been replaced, so they've kept the actual building itself dry, so that's one thing. And right next door you've got the chapel. See there, to the right. They showed that recently inside. It needs a bit of restoration, but the local town are quite keen on them to use it for use for the people of the town, like as an art gallery or something. And we're back to seeing, I think this part is where the apartments will be that he's going to be renting out. There you go. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next video. Au revoir.